Hey, what's going on, y'all? This your boy Jay Sewell. All right, man. Check this out, man. I want to ask you Triple G fans a question. I want to ask the Triple G fans. I want to ask the boxing fans, and I want to ask the subs. And this is real talk, and I want y'all to be completely honest. Let's just cut the shit, man. I want to ask y'all an honest question. Yes or no? Do you guys want to see Triple G fight Toriano Johnson if he doesn't get the Canelo Cotto winner, which is looking like he isn't? Looks like both Canelo and Cotto are gonna go a different direction, said either win the fight. So what's left for Triple G? Do you want to see him fight another average fighter? Toriano Johnson may be the mandatory, but let's just face the fact, man. It's nothing special about the guy. I saw the undercard. It's nothing special about him. He doesn't have any chance of beating Triple G. So therefore, where does that leave Triple G? Because let's face the fact. At the beginning of the year, with Ken Hirschman leaving, okay, and then possibly you have the big fight between Keith Thurman and Sean Porter, okay, on PBC, either PBC or Showtime. It's gonna be a big fight. It's gonna be one of the biggest fights to start off 2016. Okay, where does that leave HBO? This new guy that's coming in, hopefully he's gonna just automatically understand what's going on. That you have to play ball with people, and that he's gonna have to work with Al Heyman because let's just face the fact. HBO only really has four marketable people, which are non-American fighters. You know, Triple G, Sergey Kovalov, Canelo, and Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez. That's pretty much all they have. Yes, they just signed Ward, but Ward has to get a few fights in. But those are the guys they're trying to market HBO around. And, you know, all three of them sort of had matchup problems. Canelo can't fight any of the top junior welterweights because they're mostly with Al Heyman. Far as Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez goes, well, nobody's heard of the people that really fought, and nobody's really paying attention to that division. Sergey Kovalov, he's he has to fight with Ward, but you know, it's a problem with him possibly fighting people because Al Heyman has a lot of light heavyweights. So, okay, where does that leave these guys? Okay, they're gonna have to start fighting people. You know, Kovalov won't be fighting Ward till later on, maybe September 2016. Okay, so what do they do till then? You know, Kovalov had a chance to fight Adonis Stevenson, and Kathy Duba fucked it up by not wanting to go to a purse bid. Okay, like I said, this new guy, he's gonna have to come in and he's gonna have to try to get Al Heyman on board, which I think Al Heyman would work with HBO again. I think the thing with Al Heyman, I don't think he wants his fighters fighting, taking exclusive contracts. Because if you spread these guys around, you can get, more fights for them. And then you can get them on other networks. Because if you sign an exclusive deal and this guy isn't signed to HBO, then you go through all these politics. And I think Al Heyman is really trying to get rid of the politics because it's too many politics in boxing. Okay, we don't want to work with this promotional company. We don't want to work with that promotional company. And like I said, the gang stuff need to stop. But what I'm saying is, as far as Triple G goes, Triple G's, you know, based off the results of his last pay-per-view, I mean, it went into the toilet, you know, and that's all you could say. Then as far as his TV ratings go, a lot of people are beating him in TV ratings. 1.3. Then you got various fights that have done 1.7, 2.2, 3.0, 4.4 point, go and so on and so on and so on. Okay. This new guy could come in and say, look, man, he might contact Triple G and his team. Now, I don't have no inside information. This is my own thoughts, my own, theory. This new guy might come in and say, look, man, Triple G got to fight somebody, man. Somebody of significance. We're not going to broadcast, and we're definitely not going to put him on pay-per-view fighting guys like Toriano Johnson. So what I'm saying is HBO, this new guy could step in and say, look, man, Triple G, he got to fight somebody. Because, we had a good year, a decent year as far as certain fights that happened. But we need to be able to compete with these other networks, these other boxing programs. This guy need to fight somebody, man. We need this guy in a significant fight, or we're not going to broadcast his fights. And I guarantee you they're going to put pressure on Tom Loeffler and them to make some fights, or try to make some fights. So Triple G, let's just say he doesn't get the Canelo fight. Okay, where does that leave him? Because I think the fans spoken when they didn't buy that bullshit pay-per-view fight. So they may say, hey, why not take the Ward fight at a catch weight of, let's say, 166? I mean, it's a win-win situation for both of these guys. But we already know Triple G is not going to take that fight. They may say, okay, well, go up to super middleweight and try to see, can you set up a fight with Miguel Kessler, Arthur Abraham, somebody like that. Because I'm telling you, this new executive that's coming in, he might be on a short leash. This guy is going to have to learn to work with people. Now, I know Hirschman didn't like Al Heyman, or he called himself not wanting to work with Al Heyman because I guess, believe it or not, I know people don't want to admit it, but HBO know they made a horrible mistake when they let Floyd go to Showtime. I know this one clown tried to argue with me and say that the way Floyd was treated by the announcers didn't play a role in it. I think it played a role in HBO wanting to leave and go to Showtime. Yes, the money is always the biggest factor. But like I said, if you fight on the network where you got the broadcasters constantly disrespecting you and talking about you and treating you like you ain't shit, trust me, because people remember that type of stuff. So, some clown tried to argue with me about it. And he didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. But trust me, a lot of shit played a role in Floyd going to Showtime. And believe me, if Floyd decides he's going to come back, I guarantee you there will be a bidding war between Showtime and HBO to get Floyd back on that network. I guarantee you, if Floyd decides he wants to come back, HBO could possibly offer Floyd big money. I mean, big money for his 50th fight. But anyway, that's my thoughts on that. I'm out.